Okay, so this is going to be my review for Peacemaker Season 2. Now, just to get one thing very clear, I've always been a huge fan of the Peacemaker series. I've always liked Season 1. I was liking Season 2. I was liking Season 2. And overall, I love the characters. I loved the story of Peacemaker 1, the story of Peacemaker 2 up until the end. And I would just tell you that this Season 2 started well. And I liked the pace. I liked what was going on. I liked the fact that there was this other world out there, right? Like it was Earth X, right? Earth, whatever you want to call it, Earth MAGA, like what people are calling it now, where it's just a bunch of like racist people, and they think that the whites are superior, and whatever, right? Like I like that whole concept. I like the fact that, Peacemaker went to that world, and he did not even realize that that was like a Earth that was just morally incorrect. And I'm like, okay, so I like all this, right? I like what was going on, but like for some reason, episode 7 did feel like the finale to me because of the way that the way that they had closed that storyline, the way that we saw like the whole gang come out of that Earth X universe, came into our universe. They went up against Argus and stuff like that. And if the story ended like that, I would have been like, oh my god, okay, season 3, and that was amazing, and we saw all of these different variants, even with the vigilante variants and stuff like that. And I was pretty happy, and I'm like, what's gonna be next? What's gonna happen in episode 8 that's gonna be even more mind-boggling? Because James Gunn did say that there was going to be cameos around the end of the season 2. I was expecting to see maybe Superman. I was expecting to maybe see maybe Harley Quinn, maybe just some other characters that we have seen in the DCU so far, maybe some characters from the DCEU. And so I was like, let's go. Like, I'm excited. I can't wait for season 8. But the way that season 8 ended, I was like, dude, this is like one big filler episode. That is what I thought. It was one big filler episode. And that really did kill it for me. I'm not going to say that Peacemaker season 2 was trash because of this ending, but it could have been a 9 out of 10 season, a 9 out of 10 season. It could have been that, but it's not that. And it is because of season 8. And because of season 8, I'm not season 8, episode 8, because of episode 8, because it was so underwhelming. I'm not going to say it's bad, but so underwhelming because our expectations were so high. I just feel like it did not deliver. It did not deliver the things that it should have delivered. We saw some great like stories and things being resolved between each character. Like we saw a great storyline from Agent Harcourt, from Adebayo, from Peacemaker, from Economos. We saw some very emotional, impactful moments through this last episode from each of these characters, but like that was it. That was literally it. There was nothing else that episode 8 had to show. Nothing spectacular, no secret cameo. It was just, I don't know, dude. Like I kind of, we should have seen this coming from a mile away, because when they were showing like those little teasers about the worlds that they were going into, it was nothing really spectacular. Like there was no signs of them saying that we might see this from the DCEU, we might see this from the Superman movie that we saw in the summer. Like it was none of that. It was just like random ass worlds that was introduced to us. Like one of them was like little mini evil creatures that looked like, I don't know, evil versions of minions or whatever, and they were just trying to attack like the characters and stuff like that, and very underwhelming. I wanted much more from this, but we didn't. And I would just say that overall, I would give this episode a 6 out of 10. I also don't know why James Gunn took this route of just saying that this is just going to be a conclusion for each of these characters, instead of saying this is going to be the conclusion for the whole Peacemaker show. Like we wanted something bigger, something more spectacular. Yes, we also saw that this new team is now called Checkmate, which is like a comic book, but something was missing. I don't know what to call it, but I felt like the whole Earth X thing was also something that I wanted to see more of. I kind of wanted to see something more of like, okay, we're gonna grab those prisoners from Earth X and bring them over here and make them feel safe in our universe. Like I wanted something like that. And maybe it just so happened that those prisoners that were in Earth X, that were being held by the white supremacy, whatever you want to call it, right? The Nazis. It just so happens that one of them was Blue Beetle. one of them was maybe a lantern or something, and it just happens to be black or something crazy like that. Like something like that would have been cool, but they did not do anything with it after episode 7. They just said it's we closed the door, we're done. Whatever happened in there is none of our business. We're done. And then we got introduced the whole Salvation Earth thing, which also did not show anything. And I thought that we're probably gonna see maybe a character there. Maybe we could have seen Brainiac in the Salvation Earth or whatever. Maybe we could have seen some characters or something. But like clearly they left this ending wide open for future storylines. And I think it's not going to be assessed in a Peacemaker season 3 because James Gunn did say that there is not going to be a season 3 Peacemaker show. It's just not going to happen. So these storylines that we saw get left wide open at the end of episode 8, it's going to be assessed in future other projects that has nothing to do with the Peacemaker series. It's probably going to be assessed through the Man of Tomorrow project, maybe in the Green Lantern series, maybe in the Supergirl series. Who knows? But that's basically it. Right, that is going to be my quick thoughts on episode 8, which I think for that itself, I'm just going to rate it a 5 out of 10. I was going to say 6 to 7 or 8 out of 10. Not even 8, 6 or 7 out of 10, but now I'm just going to give it a 5 out of 10. But let me know in the comment sections down below. What do you guys think about this this finale? And what do you think of this season overall? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.